Good morning, students. How are you? We wish that you will be happy and healthy in your home. And today in this video, we are going to discuss about the nutrition in animals. In the last video, we have discussed about the nutrition in plants, photosynthesis. Today, let's start the nutrition in animals. On the basis of nutrition, the animals are classified into three categories: herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. Herbivorous animals are the animals who eat only plants, who depends only on the plants for their nutrition. They are herbivores. Their body is adapted to eat only herbs, only plants. Which adaptation are there? For example, their canines are not so developed. Like rabbit. In the rabbit, at the place of canine, there is a space that is called diastema. Second, carnivorous animal. These animals are adapted to eat only the flesh of other animals. They are also adapted for the same purpose. Their canines are well developed. The members of the cat family, like lions, cat, they have long and strong canines. Omnivorous animals. These animals are adapted to eat the plants as well as flesh of other animals. Okay? Now, generally, most of the animals have holozoic nutrition. We have also discussed that nutrition is of different types. Okay, autotrophic, heterotrophic. Heterotrophic is divided into three categories: parasitic, saprophytic, and holozoic. The holozoic nutrition, it is found in the higher animals, and in this nutrition, the animals take a complex form of the food. Okay, we are holozoic animals. Most of the animals in our surrounding are holozoic animal, and this holozoic nutrition is completed into 5 steps. What are these 5 steps? First step is ingestion. Ingestion is intake of food. In the process of ingestion, the animals take the food inside. For example, we take our food with the help of our mouth and hands. Amoeba take its food with the help of its pseudopodia. These structures are called pseudopodia. When any food particles come in the contact of the amoeba, it enlarges its pseudopodia and includes it like this, and it takes it inside. Similarly, in the frog, the tongue of the frog is attached anteriorly. Our tongue is attached posteriorly, but its tongue is attached anteriorly, and it is sticky. So when any insect comes close to the mouth of the frog, it takes out its tongue, and the insect stick on the tongue, and it takes it inside. So in this way, different animals have different methods, different ways to take the food inside, and this process of taking the food inside is called ingestion. Okay. Second is digestion. What is digestion? Digestion, as you know, that we take a complex form of the food. The food which we take, it has 5 nutrients: carbohydrate, fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. During digestion, these complex nutrients of the food are broken down into the simplest form. What's the simplest form? Like the carbohydrate. During digestion, carbohydrate or starch breaks down into glucose, fructose, galactose, etc. This is the simplest form. Proteins are broken down into amino acids. Amino acids. And fat, it is broken down into fatty acids plus glycerol. So during digestion, the complex nutrients of the food like the carbohydrate, proteins and fats are broken down into the simplest form, like carbohydrate into glucose, fructose or galactose, proteins into amino acids and fats into fatty acids and glycerol. But there is no digestion of vitamins and minerals. They remain in the same form. Okay. So after digestion, we get to the simplest form of the nutrients that can be dissolved in the blood, that can be absorbed in the blood. So in digestion, the nutrients are broken down into the simplest form so that they can be absorbed in the blood. Our third process is absorption. In absorption, these simplest nutrients like glucose, fructose, galactose, amino acid, fatty acids, glycerol, etc. These simplest nutrients are absorbed in the small intestine. In the small intestine, there are intestinal villi. Okay, they absorb the nutrients, and from here the nutrients are passed into the blood. This is absorption. So the process of absorption of the nutrients in the blood through small intestine is called absorption. Fourth process is assimilation. Now the blood carries these nutrients to all the cells of the body. Okay, from the intestine, blood absorbs the nutrients and supply it to all the cells of the body, and inside the cell these nutrients get intermingled in the cytoplasm of the cell. This process of intermingling of the nutrients in the cytoplasm of the cell is called assimilation. Okay, intermingling is mixing completely in the cytoplasm. And last step is digestion. What is digestion? After digestion, some food is left undigested, and the process of releasing of these undigested food out of the body, or the food left over digestion, is called egestion. The process of removal of undigested food out of the body is called egestion. So these were the steps of Holozoic nutrition. Okay, thank you.